Well, good morning, guys. It is another beautiful day, and we have a few updates. I was checking our wiring, as I typically do, and what I had found was, on the positive line, I was getting some excess heat from this 3-to-1 splitter, and I went ahead and pulled off 3 connections and found water in each of them. So this guy was not nearly as watertight as I'd had liked. However, the part that really concerned me was that I had heat in between these, right in between the MC4 off the positive line and, of course, the splitter here. As I went to go see about, which one, I want to separate these, which one's doing what, they went ahead and they were actually melted together and they broke. So we don't have our 1200 watts from the truck, which kind of makes this a bit of a bummer. We do still have 800 watts from the array on the trailer, which will potentially keep us caught up. But considering how low the sun is in the sky, especially in Colorado right now, this time of year, I don't really feel comfortable running the fridge off of electric, so I think we'll just leave it on propane.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 800 potential watts. We're finding that we're getting 500 about peak off of that. As we continue south and likely into Utah, we'll get some reflections and things. That I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, the truck array makes such a difference. It's night and day, really.
Yeah, we did get the 3-to-1 connection part ordered to the next Amazon pickup location available, but that's not until St. George, Utah. Yeah. So hopefully we don't need the AC in the desert.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah, I imagine it gets cooler there too, so yeah. Fingers crossed. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna hit the road here. We have a beautiful national park.
National park.
All right, let's hit the road. This is a coincidence. We just made a video for Escape about how to hook up your trailer, because that's good information to know. And Mesa Verde National Park here, you can't drive a trailer through the park, which is fine with us. They actually have a lot here where you're supposed to drop your trailer. It's just kind of a coincidence. We spent so long hooking up that it's like, golly, that's all right. And we'll get to probably set the dogs in there. And one thing that gives me a little bit of peace of mind actually is that we have a GPS unit in there. So we have good service out here, no problem. So if this trailer was taken, we have a GPS unit. We have multiple ways of tracking this, which is a nice thing. So knock on wood, but yeah, if we need it, we have it. Will they just wave us through?
Probably not.
Look at their font there. It's
kind of font.
That might be the first. I would expect this out of like something close to Vegas, but well, that was a funny conversation. I don't think he cared to see our national park pass.
Not really. I mean.
And he was like, hey, where are you going? I was like, I don't know, to the park. You got like one hike you wanted to do. Yeah. Emma generally has been planning these because I explore as we go.
Well, I knew that they weren't doing the tours of the cliff dwellings right now. Yeah, but I didn't realize that meant that you couldn't like go anywhere.
Apparently they're known here, which how would we know if we haven't done any research? They're known here for their amazing cliff dwellings, things like that. Like these amazing places that we would never have known of, but that's okay. So apparently we can the campground, there's a hike or two behind there because they already have staff there. Otherwise, they're not allowing anybody to go out on these trails. And it's to some degree, it's understandable because they want to preserve this. Right. And we both know there are just idiots out there that don't care. Apparently, this is like 40, 50 miles, one way, and then you come back.
Sign back there's 20 miles to the museum, which is where he said you could see one of the cliff dwellings from. So I don't know if it's actually a whole 45 miles, but we'll see.
Cliff dwelling, such a hard thing for us to say.
I have no idea.
This does not look more like, this looks more like Nevada than it does Colorado in my mind. Yeah. Doesn't it? Yeah. It's got that sort of Southwest feel. Apparently Colorado is not a part of the Southwest, even though some of them, we've seen signs that they kind of consider themselves a part of the Southwest. Yeah. It's sort of, what do they call it? The Rocky Mountain region? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. So. Anyways, the views out here are pretty cool, and I can see now why they don't allow trailers, I guess. These roads are a little... Yeah. And they're just like, we don't want to mess with any of that. So let's just get some scenery and at least hop out of the campground. Yeah. We're here. interesting. So the campground is fully open, it looks like. And I'm wondering if this is...
To the right.
There are multiple loops. Zuni loop, House, Hemez loop. I'm wondering if it's just because like this is run by maybe a third party and they already had the contract, so they've already been paid.
And I think that because people have already made reservations and paid for it, then they stay open. But otherwise, I think like they aren't accepting new reservations.
There's a Thor axis there, looks like. So not these are pretty modest size camp sites. They're definitely not level.
No.
That's for sure. Yeah, that axis, I don't think they have leveling gear on there. They don't look flat.
So we could have driven our trailer up until the point of the campground.
Yeah.
But not past the campground, and we want to go past the campground.
Yeah, well, and had we done that though, we would have been able to dump our tanks and fill and all that good stuff. So
yeah.
There's a big old sites here. Oh, a lot of motorhomes here. It's all motorhomes almost. Okay, these sites look a lot nicer. They're all dry camping, is what the guy said. So
yeah,
it's funny though, boondocking and dry camping, it's not much of a distinction, really. No. I mean, other than ideally in a boondocking situation, you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Dry camping is just in a campground with no hookups.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been boondocking. And there's folks all around us. You know, I consider it out in Quartzsite. You're basically just boondocking, right?
Yeah.
So, what's the difference here? This is these national parks are some of the most beautiful lands, about as remote as you can get in some cases. I really like the font they're using. That's cool. Oh, a small buck. Beauty. Oh, this is really neat. It actually looks like we can see some of the houses from down here.
Some of the cliff dwellings.
Yeah. Why don't we have more cliff dwellings? I think it's because people think that they don't meet a minimum specification, let's say.
I know that the cliff dwelling tours stopped October 12th.
Dang it.
So we'll have to come back earlier in the year to be able to actually take a tour to see the cliff dwellings.
Yeah.
Up close and personal.
There was a national monument. And we went
Creek.
Saw these really cool spots. And it's kind of amazing, like if you think about it, what folks were able to do with no electricity, no running water.
Yeah.
I mean, just the most basic, but they had community, they clearly had food and sustenance, and they would work the area and then, of course, move on. I wonder if this is the same thing.
In the late 1200s, people began to move from the Mesa Verde area. Oral history teaches that the ancestors of pueblos and tribes were meant to be here for a time, and once they learned what they needed, they continued their journey. They spread south, eventually settling in their present-day communities from the Hopi Mesas in Arizona to the Rio Grande River Valley. They live in different communities and speak multiple languages, but still share an enduring connection to Mesa Verde. So I believe that the people that kind of settled here in Mesa Verde then moved down to Arizona, which I believe is where we saw the Walnut Canyon cliff dwellings. And
because they seem very similar.
Yeah, it's kind of the same people, I believe, that moved and migrated.
They moved on from there too.
Right.
And so they're sort of temporary. They found that they could use what they could use, and then when they were done with it, they just went ahead and moved on.
Right.
Kind of cool. The land here is very similar to down there, so I feel like through oral tradition and such, you would, hey, we know how to work with rock, we know how to work with clay and dirt and whatnot, and heat, and keeping the climates similar really probably helped them survive well, which makes good sense.
Yeah.
But it is really cool though, because they have all these homes. Right, in theory, I think we can see some up there, or at least what looks like a trail. That's a road, isn't it?
I think we're driving that, yeah.
But a lot of it, like if you were just driving by, you would never have any clue that there was ever a house there. Unlike today, most of today's houses are just ugly. They stick out like sore thumbs. I don't know. I like the idea. I like Frank Lloyd Wright had a lot of that kind of ethos that the house should integrate into the environment. You know, it should be a part of the environment, complement it, not stand out and be, gaudy. But then again, not all of his work reflected that either. So this is some beautiful landscape out here. Really cool. And they have a bunch of national parks out here, all in a row. I mean, within 100 miles of one another.
Unfortunately, we came during the government shutdown, so we aren't getting to see a lot of them, but we'll see what we can. We'll have to make another stop through.
Yeah. This is the Montezuma Overlook, and we are gaining an elevation quickly out here. I don't see any of the homes up on the cliffs at all. But I bet there's a good view from up there. Yeah, all of these trails are closed down. It's so flat looking out there. I'm surprised they don't have tornadoes or anything like that. But then you have these beautiful mountains and such. Wow.
The park protects the rich cultural heritage of 27 pueblos and tribes. The Pueblo, Hopi, Ute, Navajo, and Apache have connections to this land. Ancestral villages are called memory pieces in Zuni Pueblo. The Hopi tribe considers them Itakuku, footprints left behind by the ancestors. Mesa Verde was part of the Ute tribe's traditional hunting and gathering grounds. Many Navajo songs, prayers, and ceremonies reflect the people's ties to the sacred place. Families continue to make pilgrimages to Mesa Verde to reconnect with their ancestors, share knowledge, and gather medicines.
It is quite fascinating to see all the different people that have lived here, and especially seeing archaeological evidence of how these folks lived. And you know, they were talking about in there, like they live a lot of the same ways. And I'm sure they do. You know, dancing and preparing meals and things like that. But of course, American culture has also crept in.
Right.
Our housing, our, you know, electricity and food.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us, you know, all of us we like our food. So it's interesting to see. I love going to like powwows, especially, right, and seeing some of the beautiful cultures, like colors and dance and things like that. I find it all very interesting.
Yeah.
Man, creating these roads, they had to cut through some serious ground out here. I'm curious if the original people here, the Hopi and I wonder if they had wagons. I would imagine not, right?
I'm sure they built some sort of version of a wagon.
Or if everybody just had, you know, packs on donkeys and horses and such. I'm curious, I don't know. And especially like if you had a teepee and things like that. In some of these cultures, I think here it's just a lot of these. But with a teepee, you wouldn't want to have to find new sticks every time when you want to go set that up, right, and move camp.
Yeah.
Very curious. There's a lot to know. I mean, if they were doing it as a people for thousands and thousands of years, there's got to be some wisdom in that, right?
Right.
And I, you know, we tend to see ourselves as the most wise, but there's some ancient wisdom there. Maybe some common sense that we no longer, you know, see as common.
Yeah.
We keep going up and up in elevation here. This is wild. I'm glad we've sort of adapted, breathing-wise. Man, look at the blue out there. All the good stuff here is closed down. Far View Terrace. That's a shame.
Closed for the season.
I found him. I do believe he's also spotted me. Did not expect to see a wild horse out here. Very cool. I do believe this is staff housing here, but there are a bunch of beautiful buildings built with the clay, like kind of like clay bricks is what it looks like. There's also a post office here and a museum. We'll see if it's open. Probably not, but we'll see if it is. Yeah, let's check this out. These buildings are really cool. Look how they manage the water. I imagine when it does rain here, it really rains.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't collect that water. That's some old windows. I wonder how old this is. Oh, look at that. They even have a cool pattern on the door. Oh, that hasn't been opened in a while. That's kind of cool. That looks hand carved. Appears at least. Huh. I'm not sure why the beams extend like that, unless they're like structural beams and they were just a little too long. But it seems like it's a design feature, not a bug. Okay, museum.
Closed.
No. No. What's in there? Well, law enforcement is operating, but no museum for us. There's a spruce tree house. Before we go there, what's over here? Chief Ranger's office, first aid. Okay. We'll avoid that one, I guess. We have a post office here. Isn't it interesting that they have a post office in some of the national parks? And I think Yellowstone is like 3. Is what we saw.
Yeah.
Kind of a funny deal.
Like
This might be the strangest post office I have ever seen. They have a flag flying. You got a little box here. Oh, that doesn't look open, does it? What is?
Nope.
Oh, it is open. Oh, hello. I just want to see it. It's the strangest little post office I've ever seen. Why is there a post office in the national park?
Because we like to lose money.
Fair. That makes sense. Do you guys do a lot of, I mean, are these mostly for employees?
It's all employees. In the summer it's like 100 people, in the winter it's like 8 people.
Oh.
I mean, they should have a post office, but it should be here every day.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah, it's a small little, can they get packages out here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. You're the only office that's open then.
Yeah, because I'm from the government. I'm not the government. I'm the mail. We're kind of related. We don't get our money from the government. So
Oh, okay.
I can sit here and see nobody all day. Hey, glad you guys came in.
Human beings. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
Unexpected and very nice. Wow. Friendly folks.
Should have gotten some stamp slots in there.
Even he said, he goes, no, there shouldn't be, there really shouldn't be one here. Oh man, that's a cool little, I mean, yeah. But like you said, only like 8 folks have a P.O. box here. I wonder if they even have to pay for them. That's interesting. Okay, and then there's more down there, but I think we could probably go on our hike now.
Yeah, let's go on our hike.
Okay, there's a hike down here as well. But these buildings actually really are cool, aren't they? Oh. All right, they got a little bit of information here, but it does say that the spruce tree house is one of the best preserved cliff dwellings in the park. Most of the walls, wood and plaster are original, and there's at least 120 rooms estimated, and 8 kivas, making this the 3rd largest cliff dwelling in the park. Do not enter Spruce Tree House, Spruce Tree Canyon Trail, and Petroglyph Point Trail are all closed.
Boo.
Well,
That's the hike I wanted to do. Petroglyph Point.
I think it's one of those things that if idiots didn't come down here and vandalize and
Get hurt.
get hurt, yeah, they'd probably still be open. But I guess we can still see them from up here. I mean, I guess we can zoom in here. That is really cool to see. They kind of just look like big apartment buildings, don't they?
That's putting it lightly.
Yeah. I wonder if they covered those windows with wood, you know, to keep the warm in, or I don't know. Really neat to see though. You could be right above them and have no clue that they were alive here. It is beautiful here, that's for sure. But I could see, I'd want to live here. If there was an RV park down there, I would definitely pull right on up. And then over here they have some sort of dwelling there. Huh. And then another one there. They do have some beautiful pancake cacti here. And these ones up here, flowering. That's cool to see. I don't usually see them flowering. But yes, that is pretty lame. I mean, can't they just stick one ranger down there? You know what I mean? You're not running traffic. There's probably not going to be a search operation out here. Very few people here right now. Come on.
I think the hike we were going to do is supposed to be pretty dicey.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I just wasn't going to tell you that.
Well, I wonder though. That was rude. When you say dicey, what do you mean?
They say it's a very strenuous hike.
Like hundreds of feet up and down, or?
That, climbing ladders.
Okay. Jeez. You have anything to mail out?
Not right now.
Oh, can't even get a magnet, so. I feel like we didn't earn a magnet though.
There's a little trading post outside. We could stop in and see. We also have to do the little loop right here for, you can see some of the dwellings on the road too.
Keep in mind we're well above 7,000 feet. I think we're like at 8.
Something like that.
Yeah. You're trying to put me on a strenuous hike? You trying to kill me?
You just said you felt great.
Well, kind of a bummer, but
yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful area.
It's a very pretty park. We will have to come back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we can see it and do all the hikes and stuff.
This one actually looks very well worth it. Like that national monument, I thought should have probably been a park.
Yeah.
Could have easily. But they seem related. Because I bet you that's like, because that's southeast of
Isn't it by
Flagstaff.
Flagstaff?
Yeah. So, I mean, that can't be that far from here. I mean, I'm sure like on
Yes.
foot it's insane, but
I can compare maps.
we don't have any service.
No, we don't.
No, yeah, it does seem like a well worth coming back for, but yeah, just sort of a bummer the way it
Yeah.
is. So, anyways, let's head back. Like a long one way. They closed down the Mesa Top Ruins Road, which I guess is fine.
I guess we'll have to come back and see it later.
What's the difference between a Mesa and a Butte?
I don't know.
Because I think it's like a Butte, it's like its own standing deal, and then a Mesa is like a gradual cliff?
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyways, let's head on back and hook up our trailer. We've been in some ridiculous spots. This spot, however, is not ridiculous. Just our truck here. Damn near change a tire on that thing right now. But yeah, it's looking like it's got no weight on it.
Well,
man,
nothing's level here, so.
Nothing is like, no, we tried a few different spots and we got decent, but this one, other than being like sloped this way, which you have to have a slope for a water runoff, this one's, you know, east-west sloped perfectly. So, hey guys, nice spot. There's a lot of spots out here in the summer. This, I am sure, gets packed.
This is called the Chutes and Ladders BLM land, which is like a mile from the entrance to Mesa Verde National Park.
Yeah.
And you can actually like see the park.
It is beautiful. You can see the mesas right there. Oh man, we don't have much in the way of service, but I think it's probably just enough. Maybe we'll be able to stream something. Who knows? We've got a pickup in Cortez tomorrow. We are surrounded by beautiful junipers. And I wish that we could get our solar adapter to Cortez, but it would have taken another week. No sense waiting around. Apparently, we're also near the Four Corners? Are we going by there?
I don't think we're actually gonna go through there now.
It's kind of a cool thing. Check out these views. How wonderful is this? Oh man, it's a beautiful national park. I would actually say if that park were open, I would take that over Black Canyon.
Yeah, for sure.
Just, I don't know. There's something about the human, you know, archaeological history. I think that's a little more interesting to me than, I mean, those canyons are beautiful though.
Yeah.
We should start making a list of.
We should rank our national parks.
But it doesn't count if you don't get a magnet. That's how we've, that's how we determined it.
True, true.
Anywho, hopefully you had a little fun with this one. Oh, what a beautiful area. The junipers, the Pacific Northwest, on the west of the Cascades, you really don't see junipers unless they are little bonsai trees.
Yeah, not too many.
Yeah, which makes you not appreciate them as much, but you see them as large as these are, and pretty great.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.